Ortiz,
estamos esperando la posibilidad de que David pueda, con la avalancha de la mayoría de los votos de los ortodoxos que no dieron a revelar su tarjeta, que pueda mantener ese 80 o pueda bajar aunque sea un 78, 77 para poder ser inmortal del deporte. Ahí estamos viendo el set de MLB Network. Está John Rakwich y Kenny, que están conduciendo, esperando el conteo que termine para entonces dar el resultado de cómo quedó la votación de este año. Tenemos a un David Ortiz en un 83% de las tarjetas reveladas. Tenemos a un Barry Bonds también en una segunda posición sobre un 76. Y bueno, vamos a ver.
On behalf of National Baseball Hall of Fame Chairman Jim Forbes Clark, our board of directors, the entire staff here in Cooperstown, and Jack O'Connell of the Baseball Writers Association of America, it is my honor to announce the results of the 2022 BBWAA Hall of Fame election. I'd like to thank Mike DeLisi and Mark Moran of Ernst & Young for their assistance in certifying the final results. And of course, we want to thank all of the voting members of the BBWAA for their participation. This year's ballot featured 30 possible candidates, with 13 newcomers joining 17 holdovers from the 2021 ballot. In arriving at their individual decisions, the electors took into consideration the following voting criteria: the player's record, playing ability, integrity, sportsmanship, character, contributions to the team or teams for which the player played. Tonight, we are pleased to announce the addition of one new member to the Hall of Fame fraternity, who will be honored alongside Bud Fowler, Gil Hodges, Jim Cott, Minnie Minoso, Tony Oliva, and Buck O'Neill at our induction ceremonies on July 24th at the Clark Sports Center here in Cooperstown. Our final member of the 2022 class is a feared slugger who performed his best on the biggest stage, winning 3 world championships. Today, David Ortiz becomes the 4th Dominican-born member of the National Baseball Hall of Fame. Over the course of 20 seasons with the Boston Red Sox and Minnesota Twins, David hit 541 home runs, 17th most in MLB history, and logged 1,768 RBI, good for 23rd all-time. He batted .286 while posting a lifetime .380 on-base percentage and a .552 slugging percentage. A 10-time All-Star and 7-time Silver Slugger Award winner, he helped end the Boston Red Sox 86-year World Series drought in 2004 when he was named the ALCS Most Valuable Player before posting an OPS over 1,000 in the Fall Classic. David would help deliver another world championship to the Boston Red Sox in 2007. And in 2013, he lifted up his team and the city of Boston with a 3rd title that saw him land World Series MVP honors. He's one of just 4 players in MLB history with 500 or more home runs and 3 world championships, joining Hall of Famers Babe Ruth, Mickey Mantle, and Reggie Jackson. Among designated hitters, he's the all-time leader in home runs and RBI, and he's considered among the greatest clutch hitters of all time, registering 11 regular season walk-offs and 2 more walk-off homers in the postseason. Beloved throughout the game, Big Papi has been dedicated to his communities in both New England and throughout his native Dominican Republic, earning him the 2011 Roberto Clemente Award. David, welcome to Cooperstown. And briefly, a few words in Spanish for our audience watching in Latin America. Esta noche habrá una gran fiesta en República Dominicana, en su hogar en Santo Domingo y a través la isla donde nacieron 4 miembros del Salón de la Fama. David jugó por 20 años con los Mellizos de Minnesota y los Medias Rojas de Boston. En 10 ocasiones fue seleccionado al Juego de las Estrellas y ganó el Bate de Plata 7 veces. David ganó 3 campeonatos con Boston en el 2004, 2007 y en el 2013, cuando fue nombrado el jugador más valioso de la Serie Mundial. Es uno solo de 4 jugadores en la historia de MLB con 500 jonrones y 3 campeonatos de Serie Mundial, uniéndose con Babe Ruth, Mickey Mantle y Reggie Jackson, sus nuevos hermanos dentro del Salón de la Fama. Su gran personalidad es parte de su legendaria carrera. En el 2011 fue nombrado el ganador del premio Roberto Clemente gracias a su esfuerzo y gran labor en la comunidad de Boston y República Dominicana. Será un gran placer que David nos acompañe para su inducción el 24 de julio aquí en Cooperstown. David Américo Ortiz Arias, bienvenido a Cooperstown.
Josh, well done. First ballot Hall of Famer. To get in first ballot, to get over 75%, very rare, very impressive for David Ortiz.
Yeah, I mean, you understand really what he...
Bueno, ahí está. Lo dijo el propio, lo dijo en español incluso, después que habló en inglés primero. Así que David Ortiz, el único de los seleccionados, de los que estaban siendo votados para Cooperstown, el único en recibir los votos, 77.9, como se esperaba. Se anunciaba que podría bajar entre algún 11% ese lado, no bajó tanto y precisamente por eso, porque él estaba en un 84%,
él subió,
bajó 7% casi.
Y eso, yo lo decía aquí cuando Fran Camilo abrimos la transmisión, de que realmente el único que podía pasar ciertamente era él, porque que Bonds y Clemens estaban en la línea, y al no subir, al no despegarse y llegar a un 79-80, le iba a ser sumamente difícil con esa avalancha de votos radicales que siempre, que no revelan
su voto,
sino que al final, o sea que ahí vemos a un David con un 77,9. Yo creo que el corazón de cada dominicano debe estar henchido de alegría y de orgullo, porque lo que vimos a David desde su comienzo, sabemos que hubo mucho sacrificio, sabemos que hubo mucho trabajo, hubo mucha gente preparándolo para llegar a donde está. Hoy no solamente están celebrando en Boston, yo creo que en el cielo hay un pintacora de los Santos que fue quien lo enseñó a batear esos picheos rompientes de zurdo con ese tenedor que tarde por tarde, mañana tras mañana, lo practicó a David y
que fue quien lo firmó como escucha para los Marineros de Seattle.
Y entonces también yo creo que la copa de vino la tiene Leo López levantada también.
Mire cuánto bajaron Clemens y Bonds, quienes andaban rondando el 77 y 76%, bajaron a 66 Barry Bonds y Roger Clemens a 65.2. Alex Rodríguez terminó con un 34.3.
Que estuvo rondando los 48, 50. Mira donde rodó a 34.
Eso significa que definitivamente no están seguros de que ya la gente está por hacer borrón y cuenta nueva con el tema.
No, lo que pasa es que los más viejos, los más radicales, que en la medida que pasen los años se van a ir extinguiendo. Fíjate cómo Sammy Sosa se queda con un 18,5.
Y se despide. Porque
se despide ya para el comité de veteranos.
Ya fue su última participación en la votación.
Ni siquiera un 20. Jimmy Rollins, 9.4. Bobby Abreu, 8,6. Mark Buehler, 5,8.
Manny Ramírez, 28.
Ay, Dios.
Y ahí está el resto de los que estaban en la boleta, que lógicamente...
eso no aparecerán más, porque no lograron el 5% mínimo requerido.
Exactamente.
Señores, hay Matt Teixeira. Señores, Matt Teixeira.
Los únicos que se esperaban que podrían, que estaba por verse, si recibían la votación para Cooperstown, eran, además de David, Bonds y Clemens. El resto se sabía que no tenía chance
No tenía
de ninguna
chance.
manera, incluyendo a Alex Rodríguez, Manny Ramírez y compañía, el propio Scott Rowland. Pero lo cierto es que la carrera de David no es para menos. Y qué bueno que entre en su primer intento, algo que no logró ni siquiera Juan Marichal.
No, porque Juan tuvo un problema, Juan tuvo un caso que se lo tomaron en cuenta en un momento que no es ahora. Pues si hubiese sido ahora, entra de una vez, porque ahora hay más tolerancia. Aquel batazo a Rosboro se lo facturaron.
Se lo cobraron.
Se lo cobraron con creces. Un hombre de primera elección y con muy buena puntuación tuvo que esperar 3 votaciones para poder ser electo. Uno que se quedó en 50 y pico por su culpa fue... bueno, vemos a David ahí.
That is right. It's a party in the DR. We will be joined by the newly elected Hall of Famer, David Ortiz, next on MLB Network.
Viste ahí,
Bueno,
un avance.
ya dieron el avance en la transmisión de MLB Network, que tienen a David ya contactado, o sea que en breve, luego de esta pausa que ellos tienen ahora, vienen entonces con David Ortiz haciendo contacto con David. ¿Y viste quién estaba detrás de David ahí?
El protocolo de este tipo de acontecimientos se tiene a los que tienen mayores posibilidades ubicado en una casa, en un sitio a donde se le llama para darle la comunicación oficial y que ellos puedan reaccionar. Vimos a Pedro celebrando como un niñito,
Celebrando detrás.
hombre que le dio un patato hace 3 días. Y vemos a Leo, su papá, Leo Ortiz, papá de David, que es su inseparable compañero. Él y Leo López, su otro Leo, eran los que estuvieron todo el tiempo detrás de David durante todo este periplo. Y hay que decir que hoy República Dominicana puede levantar el ánimo, puede levantar el orgullo patrio de ver como un hombre tan joven, que es otra cosa, tan joven, él decidió retirarse con un año extraordinario.
Él dejó un contrato que le ofrecieron para el año siguiente que rondaba cerca de los 16, 17 millones.
18 millones de pesos.
Y él decidió que no, que ya estaba bien.
Y cuando tú hablas con David, a mí me tocó la oportunidad de hablar. David dice, la gente cree que es fácil. Me daban 1.000 millones y yo no iba a jugar. El dolor que me generaba a mí, todas las noches yo salir a caminar, prepararme previamente, yo tenía que durar 2 horas en el cuarto del masajista vendándome. Dice, eso yo tenía que liberarme de eso.
David tenía 41 años en ese momento, hoy tiene 46, ya es inmortal de Cooperstown, el pabellón de la fama del béisbol de los Estados
Vladimir,
Unidos.
un muchacho. Pedro, un muchacho.
Pedro, otro muchacho.
Y por ahí viene otro muchacho.
Adrián Beltré.
Que no le pueden poner la mano en la cabeza.
Adrián Beltré viene zumbando.
Y
ni hablar de Pujol.
Cuando Pujol decida que ese gusanillo del juego se le aplaque y se retire, entonces veremos a Pujol también.
Vamos a ver qué piensa la gente sobre este acontecimiento de David. El teléfono, Amaury y Jeffrey, ahí está, márquelo. En lo que comentamos, señores, lo de David ha sido tan grande que él fue fundamental para quebrar aquellos 86 años de la maldición del bambino en el 2004. Pero fue parte de 3 títulos y pieza fundamental de 3 títulos para el equipo de Boston. Cuando aquel problema que se dio en el maratón, que hubo un terremoto cuando el maratón de Boston, bueno, ahí están ya haciendo, vamos a ver a David abrazado ahí por Pedro.
And we are so pleased to be joined by the newly elected Hall of Famer, David Ortiz. congratulations from all of us here at MLB Network. Congratulations. And walk me through your emotions, David, when you got the phone call.
Man, I first of all, Papi, hold on. I first of all want to thank God, for giving me the opportunity to be part of this very elite group of players. That's what pretty much every player dream of. My family, the support throughout the year from my family. I mean, I don't think I would have done it, without the support coming from the family. The family is one of the most important things that as a player you can ever accomplish. And the fans, without a doubt, the organization, the Red Sox, even the Minnesota Twins that I played at the beginning of my career, I learned so many things to carry over later on in my career. And, man, the Red Sox, I mean, the fans, everybody around who pretty much encouraged me to be the player and the person that I became to be while I play. It was a learning process, G. It was a learning process, but thanks God, everything came out together at the right time, and here we are.
Hey, Big Papi, it's Harold here. I know you're not at Pedro's because we don't hear the roosters. I know that. You can tell him later. I know he can't hear me. Hey, congratulations. I want to ask you this. Now, can you finally tell me that last season you played, the numbers you put up, should you have been the MVP? Can you just admit it now?
They should have given it to me. I'm going home. I was going home. But you know what, man? I'm the kind of guy that I don't really complain and about anything. I was the guy that I was trying to have fun. I was trying to give back to the fans my best. This is the time that I still sit down and think about my last season. And, man, I got prepared for my last season. My manager, my coaches, the organization managed me really well that year. I basically, put myself together to be able to go out there and perform at the highest level. I have my injury, which I'm going to take this moment to thank the Red Sox coaching staff at the time, the Red Sox organization, because they babysit me really well my last season so I can play the most I can. And thanks God, I was feeling pain, but not the type of pain that crossed the line and put me away from playing, you know what I'm saying? So it was a magical year. And I think I was more worried about what to expect every time I was going to a different city than playing, I mean, it was amazing. It was amazing going through all those cities, the way players show the love, organization show the love. And the most amazing thing was when I make that stop on New York. I was expecting the worst, man, and it was so classy. Mariano came out. I mean, it was amazing. It was pretty amazing the way things went down.
David, it's Tom Verducci. Congratulations. David Ortiz, Hall of Famer. That's got a real nice ring to it. I want to ask you about the start of your career, though. I mean, you went from being DFA'd by the Twins to Cooperstown, an incredible journey. When did you know that your career had really changed, and when did you start to think that today was possible that David Ortiz would be a Hall of Famer?
Well, look, I always tell people, when I was coming to the minor league, the player that I ended up being in the big league was what I showed from the very beginning of my career. If you look at my number in the minor league, it tells you that I was a fear hitter with power, that I was in the learning process. And once I figured it out, it was going to be a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Once I got to Boston, I went with a mentality to learn why Pedro was an all-star, why Manny was an all-star, why Barrett was an all-star, why Norman Gaspar was an all-star. That team was surrounded with so many superstars that I went in there like a spawn trying to learn how to figure things out, because I know I got the talent, but it doesn't matter how much talent you got if you don't if you don't have the right people around you that you can learn and have the patience and have the work ethic to bring your ability to the highest level, it's never going to happen. Like, I play with so many players that have way more talent than me, but they don't have the patience, they don't have the discipline, they don't have the dedication. You know, I got to Boston, I was all ears. And then you see this guy behind me. This guy was like a father to me. First of all, he took me to the Red Sox when I have no job, and all of a sudden, he was the type of guy who guided me, the type of guy who suffered my pain, the type of guy who know that I have the talent, but I need the opportunity to show what I'm capable of, you know. And he just keep on telling me, whistling on my ears, hey, keep on working, stay in shape, because the time gonna come, and I don't want you to let go. You know what I'm saying? And I have so many good people in my corner. Once I switch over, see this guy right here, Fernando Cusa, my agent, since the day I first, you know, I was in the minor league. This guy was on my ear the whole time. Continue working hard. I know what it takes. I know, you know, you need to do, you got it. I mean, I had good people in my corner, and I was a good listener. You know what I'm saying? And my last year in Minnesota, I hit 20 homers without even playing and got 75 RBIs. And I keep on telling people, what do you think it was going to happen when somebody just let me go out there and, here, go ahead, kid, play, show me what you got. You know, I mean, I'm not surprised what I am doing based on the opportunity. I have a lack of opportunity once I was in Minnesota for so many reasons, but I always going to thank the Minnesota Twins, because the one thing that I learned at that organization was opportunity are not out there every day. And once you get it, hold on to it, because once you let go, it probably never come back to you.
Hi, David. It's Bob Costas. Congratulations. When you put together a Hall of Fame career, there's lots of high points. And in fact, your greatest World Series was against the Cardinals in 2013. But for so many Red Sox and Yankees of your era, it was that rivalry that defined your careers and defined the franchises over that period of time. Mariano and Derek are in. Joe Torre, their manager, is in. The guy behind you, Pedro Martinez, is in. Now you are, and probably Terry Francona will follow you one day. There's a symmetry to that. Talk about what that rivalry meant to your career.
Every time I see a guy like Joe Torre, Mariano Rivera, Derek Jeter, Terry Francona, you name it, I thank them so much, because they pull the best out of me. Sometimes you think that competition at that level, you need to panic. You need, you know, you look at things in the wrong direction. It was fire to me. It was every time, and my compadre Pedro can tell you about it, because we're in the clubhouse. Every time we play the Yankees, it was like, okay, Goliath against David. We are David, so we got to bring our best to be Goliath. You know, that's the way I look at it. And you have no idea how many Yankee fans come to me and be like, hey, I'm a Yankee fan, but I respect you. I respect you guys as well, because you guys pull the best out of me. And the reason we are celebrating today, I got to tell you, one of the major reasons was because the Yankee organization, it says, they got the best out of me. I tried to do my best. And to be honest with you, I had this series prior to the Yankees. I probably was walking into a slump when we had to play the Yankees. They pulled the best out of me. They got me hot. And then the rest was history, because the rest of the other team got paid based on what the Yankee got out of me. You know what I'm saying? But it was fun. It was fun. And I always used to look forward to play against the Yankees, because it was like, I mean, you guys know how the rivals between us, and it was something very special to me.
Poppy, Kevin Millar, Hall of Famer, you are I'm telling you right now. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to tell everybody at home. It happened in 2003. Tom Verducci just asked you, when did you feel, when did you see that maybe you're a Hall of Famer? And I'll never forget this moment. We all walk into spring training. You have Poppy, Jeremy Giambi, Shea Hillenbrand, Kevin Millar, and there was 5 dudes trying to get 3 spots in that lineup.
We had like 20 guys for one position.
20 guys. We were trying out. We were all non-tender, didn't know what was going on. And we go to Anaheim in May, and Poppy wasn't getting the at-bats. And at that time, Jeremy Giambi was struggling, and he needed to get the at-bats and the opportunity. So he was like, I either want to play or be traded. And we're like, wait, we got to tell Grady. And we're all like, it's a stressful flight back because he just hit a home run to win the game. And I'm telling you right there, that week is when you got the word, the opportunity. And once you got your opportunity, this is when you separate yourself from the common folks like myself and all your boys that you never forgot about. But you went to that next level and started hitting 40 and 50 and driving in 120 and 130. Is that true?
Hey, listen, I got to take this moment to say this. I think, look at this guy. You know what I mean?
That's another time. That's another time.
You know what I mean, right? Hey,
tell him thank you for the home run in Yankee Stadium.
You know what I'm saying? But I got to tell you, man, I got to take this moment to say this. And I always say it all out, and people know what I'm going to say. I had so many amazing teammates because I'm the guy that I get along with everybody. I don't want you to change a thing just because I want you to. I love you the way you are. And that's why probably I got along with so many people down the road, you know what I'm saying? But reality is I have a teammate named 1-5, the original 1-5. If you are listening, buddy, you know I love you and you know you're my little brother. But this 1-5 right here that I'm talking to, I call him the OG. You know what I'm saying? This guy right, this 1-5, he was the most amazing teammate and human being that I have around me. I remember those playoffs in 2004 against the Yankees. I'm packing up to go home. And this guy is screaming during the workout first base, don't let us win one. Don't let us win one. Like, what are you talking about? I'm going to the Bahamas in about 2 days. What are you talking about? Don't let us win one. Look, I mean, Kevin, you know that sometimes people think that as a player, everything that we accomplish is all go to us as a singular human being, you know? No, we have so many people around us that, you know, give us that confidence, that give us the opportunity, that give us the humbleness to be able to perform and do what we do. And you, I'm so glad that I'm talking to you right now because you was one of those elements who encouraged me that motivate me to be the player that I became to be. You know what I'm saying? In those early days when I don't know where to go, you were my competition, but at the same time you were my brother. You motivate me to do well because it was a team kind of type of thing. People don't understand that. This is the kind of warm that at the same time that your enemy had to begin to be your friend, your best friend, so you can complete, you know, so you can get that goal that you are looking for. And without a doubt, you were one of those guys, man. And if I continue mentioning guys, you know, I'm not going to finish tonight.
Yeah, David. And Kevin, thank you for jumping in there. We got to run. You've got a ton of media responsibilities, David, because you were just elected into baseball's Hall of Fame. So you got a lot to do. We appreciate your time. And congratulations once again on being elected into the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Thank you, G. I appreciate it. Hey, I love all you guys right there in the movie. You already know.
There you have him, David Ortiz. What a moment. What an interview that was. Good luck.
Bien, bueno, ahí está David Ortiz agradeciendo a sus compañeros, a sus coaches, a sus dirigentes, a su familia, como es normal, por el soporte. Y ahí estaba Leo, cerquitita, su padre.
Estaba con una banderita, ese señor que estaba a su
derecha,
con la banderita dominicana, es don Leo Ortiz, el papá de David, y detrás su compadre Pedro, que
Martínez
está disfrutando esa elección, que Pedro fue parte de esa construcción, fue testigo presencial de cómo David iba construyendo esa inmortalidad.
Pero no, y fue fundamental para que él consiguiera el trabajo con Boston, porque hay que recordar que él venía de ser despedido a final de año, y en enero Pedro llama a la gerencia, al gerente de Boston, y le dice que David Ortiz está libre. Y de inmediato se pusieron en contacto y influyó la fuerza que tenía Pedro, la jerarquía que tenía Pedro dentro de la organización ya, y naturalmente que de ahí en adelante fue que entonces nació realmente la figura que es David Ortiz. Porque hay que decir, en Minnesota él se pasó unos 4 o 5 años y no fue ese súper peloterazo.
Se le veía que iba a ser un pelotero, pero real y efectivamente hay tropiezos que te hacen trabajar más, enfocarte más. Y fue lo que pasó, ese cambio de Minnesota a Medias Rojas de Boston fue un salto dialéctico extraordinario, un David que adquirió más adelante el del gran papi por la manera como en el clutch y en playoff y serie mundial se comportó contra equipos como los Yankees de Nueva York, en donde fue implacable.
Ahí fue que comenzó su leyenda.
Fue implacable.
En esa serie de campeonato del 2004, cuando el Big Papi, una serie que ellos les regresaron de 0-3 a los Yankees, con el bate siempre activo y efectivo de David, ahí comenzó a construir él su leyenda, que hoy la consagra con este final feliz de llegar a ser electo como inmortal de Cooperstown.
Un hombre que en el pico más alto de su carrera, la fanaticada de Boston, que para nadie es un secreto, que es clasista, racista, clamaban que Big Papi para alcalde y llevaban letreros al estadio.
Pero es que el Big Papi alcanzó una aureola de ídolo para todo Nueva Inglaterra.
Un ídolo, no, un ícono.
Para todo el estado.
Un ícono.
Que el tipo fue el que habló, y eso es lo que iba a decir ahorita antes de entrar con la entrevista a David. El que habló en aquel día fatídico del maratón, el que llamó a la gente, no fue el alcalde de Boston, no fue el gobernador de Boston, fue el Big Papi.
Fue David.
David Ortiz.
Fue David.
Y eso, naturalmente, que dice lo grande que es David para todo ese territorio de los estados. Una llamada. Pues vámonos a la pausa y venimos con ustedes, así que prepárense, porque también ustedes tienen que decir y que aportar esta noche